Japanese officials play down Trump's security treaty criticisms, claim president's remarks not always official U.S. position. Foreign ministry official pointed out Trump has made various remarks about almost everything, and many of them are different from the official positions held by the U.S. govt.
Here's a summary of the article.
After the two-day meeting in Osaka ended Saturday, top officials rushed to control the damage from U.S. President Donald Trump's shocking criticism of the Japan-U.S. Security Treaty, emphasizing that Trump's remarks on Twitter and in media interviews are different from those officially held by Washington. On Monday, a senior foreign ministry official pointed out Trump has made various remarks about almost everything, and many of them are different from the official positions held by the U.S. government. If it's their official position, we need to deal with it, but the president says various things, the official said. The senior official also argued the security obligations under the treaty are well balanced, reiterating Tokyo's official view of the bilateral military arrangements. Senior officials at the Foreign Ministry also emphasized that U.S. officials at both the Pentagon and the State Department have reaffirmed the view in a key joint statement that Abe and Trump himself signed in February 2017. Japanese officials had immediately tried to play down Trump's remarks, saying he didn't raise the issue during his bilateral talks with Abe in Osaka. Japanese officials say Trump has never criticized the bilateral military arrangements, at least during official conversations with top Japanese officials, since becoming president.
This post received a score of 41,233, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Coming from the Japanese, I find this a pretty hard-hitting thing for them to say.
It was the Japanese version of Bless Your Heart.
I took it as the Japanese, he talks a lot of shite.
That's the Scottish version of Bless Your Heart. Followed by a traditional Buckfast glassing.
I thought the traditional reply was a Glasgow kiss, I must be out of touch.
Ouch. Well, there are a few who tell it like it is, Trump lies and must be ignored.
It's not even that he lies, don't get me wrong, he does that too, and a lot, that he makes heavy claims with absolutely no afterthought. He will say whatever is on his mind at the moment, even if his administration is doing the exact opposite.
A few examples of President Trump's ridiculous statements. 1. Then candidate Trump's incoherent spiel about nuclear is incredible. President Trump complained about how no one gave him credit for being a great orator. 2. 3. In an interview with Time magazine in 2017, President Trump slammed the new crown jewel of the U.S. Navy, aircraft carrier USS Gerald Ford, for having an electromagnetic aircraft launch system catapult. While there's reason for criticism, it's difficult to discern what the president meant in his somewhat confusing ramble.
You missed the most insane economic pronouncement he made, when he said he would get rid of the federal debt in 8 years.
Pretty sure he figured he could do that with a bankruptcy.
I'd bet good money you're right.
How embarrassing. The President of the United States isn't even recognized as a valid representative of the United States because he can't stop contradicting his people, his party, and himself.
Everyone in the world knows we have a 4-year cycle for our executive. They're just trying to wait him out at this point.
I bet countries will be wary of dealing with us for a while. Any agreement we make can be undone in 4 years on a whim. The fact that we did this once means it can happen again. We won't get their trust back until we make big changes to our executive branch.
That's why a lot of treaties and talks that were literally frozen for years started moving after Trump. For example, the deal between the EU and Latin America, it was frozen for almost 15 years, thanks to people wanting to isolate themselves from the US as much as possible. Many countries getting closer to China because they don't want to rely entirely on the US anymore, like for example Italy, to sign a Belt and Road Agreement with China, with more about to join them. People with decades of experience in international politics and doctorates in history, international law, linguistics and economics quitting, that will have a massive lasting impact.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.